Did you know that being born in the digital age doesn't necessarily make you a tech expert? If you want to help your students get better at acquiring both technology and digital literacy skills, stay tuned to learn what this means. Hi, everybody. I'm Lee Hall from Literacy Teachers, and I'm all about helping you inspire, motivate, and change how your students read and write for academic success. Today, we're talking about this idea that students that have been born in the digital age, that we make this assumption about them that they're more knowledgeable about technology and that a lot of them are experts. And this idea stems from a decades-long myth about digital natives versus digital immigrants. And you're probably familiar with this, but real quick recap, a digital immigrant is someone like myself who was born before the invention of the internet, and I've had to learn how to use the internet and all the tech tools that have come since then. And a digital native is someone that was born after the internet was invented, right? They were born into this, into what we know and how it has evolved since then. So it's really easy to think that because you were born after the internet or digital tools, et cetera, smartphones were invented, that it makes sense that we would think that you're going to be really knowledgeable and that a good percentage of our students are going to be experts. But that is simply not the case. So a lot of our students, while they look pretty knowledgeable on the surface, so for example, they are going to know how to take pictures and engage, and put it on Instagram. They're going to know all kinds of things about how to get something up on social media, how to interact with it, how to promote things, etc. What they're going to not really be experts in is how to critically and thoughtfully and mindfully engage with these tools. And that's where, as educators, you come in, okay? So while students definitely need access to technology in order to learn it well, access alone doesn't guarantee that you're going to be highly knowledgeable or an expert by any means, okay? Access is an important first step, but it's not enough. The next thing that students need to know, where you can come in and help them, is to develop competencies, okay? They need to be more critical and more mindful, and they need critical, mindful, intentional instruction on the different skills that they need to develop to be digitally literate in the 21st century. Now, you might be saying to yourself, I'm not an expert, right? You might think that you have very limited understandings as well, but that's okay. You can still do this kind of work anyway. You can access this information, learn it as you go along. Nobody's an expert, okay? You can still provide instruction that your students need to help them develop these different mindsets so that they can be more technologically savvy. So this gets me down to some recommendations for what you can do right now. First of all, look for ways to integrate technology into your existing instruction. Obviously, you want to do it in ways that make sense. You don't want to do it just to do it, okay? Always use a tool because it's going to advance your instruction in some way. It's going to make things easier. It's going to, it's something that's necessary in order for students to learn more, that sort of a thing. Provide intentional and purposeful instruction on the different digital literacy skills that your students are expected to engage in, okay? And help them think critically about what they're doing and why they are doing it. And then finally, think about how they can use these tools for academic purposes. So a lot of students are out there using, digital tools, using social media, but not in a way that's helping them learn academically, okay? So you can help them make that connection to see how they can use digital literacies to learn more and also to contribute to academic discussions in areas that are of interest to them. All right, so if you like that, found it useful, let's go. Follow me on over to the next video.